All right, so here is the introduction to automated manufacturing systems. Now, what you're going to learn is quite a lot about manufacturing processes and what goes into them and what happens with them. The textbook sort of starts out with some pretty basic introductions, and it talks about the Industrial Revolution. Now, the Industrial Revolution is a really important key element into automated manufacturing systems because what happened was we had the creation of steam. Now, steam, not steam this steam, but steam the actual water steam, became a really interesting product that people figured out they could do lots of things with. And so, in fact, the reason that you are in a classroom or you are learning in a classroom and sitting in the HSC is because of STEAM. And I have one in particular video that explains the Industrial Revolution, and you guys may have already studied a little bit about the Industrial Revolution, but this video here, which I have put a link on our Introduction to AMS page in OneNote, talks about how steam was created. Now, once steam, the water vapor, once we worked out we could boil water and then we could use the steam under pressure, we then used that to automate a number of processes that we did. And see, back before the Industrial Revolution, we were farmers. We went out into the farms and we produced our own products. And if we worked hard enough, that produce or those products that we produced, we could sell them and make money, and then we could start buying things. But once steam came in, we could then use the steam to create machines that would do the work for us. And then what happened was those machines needed to be built. So instead of farmers working with machines on the farm, they then went into the big cities and started to make the the machines that actually did all the work for them. So the farmers then went in and they worked in the factories, and instead of them being farmers again, they were workers in a factory. And from that, of course, they decided that, well, you know what, you needed to be qualified to be able to work in the factory. And so they created some learning, and they said, this is what we need to do now is teach you how to actually work in a factory. And then, of course, this is nearly 200 years ago. They decided then that was a way in which you would learn. And so why not take children out of the farms and teach them so that they get qualifications, and then they can actually work in the factories. And this is all because of STEAM. So why you're learning is because of STEAM. And in fact, the funny thing is that when we talk about multiple choice, and I said once in a video, the multiple choice is for making sure that people pass because the answer is right there in front of you. Well, the history books state that multiple choice was created so that those people in not necessarily the classrooms, but in the manufacturing industry, in the factories, could actually pass the test and become qualified and work in the factories. So there's a little bit of a history rundown of STEAM. Now, what we need to do is I'm going to put these links up. I'm not going to play this video, but this talks about what I just said about STEAM and the Industrial Revolution. And there is a couple of videos that I'm going to put on our OneNote page, which they're not there yet, but they will be. One of them is I think you need to watch the Mega Factory of the Lamborghini. All right, so Lamborghini Murcielago Super Velocities from Bolognese, Italy. All right, so you're going to watch this video. I'm not going to play it, but I'm just going to get the link while I'm talking to you. Now, the reason that I want you to watch this one is because most of the time we will be watching videos about mass production, and this video is not about mass production, it's about customization, and these cars are actually hand built. So the first thing that I want you to see is that this video is a video, the car is hand built and in 11 stations, and but then the contrast to that is this video, which is called the Tata Nano. All right, so the Tata Nano. There should be a documentary on the Tata Nano on YouTube. All right, is this it? No. The making of the Tata Nano, Nat Geo. So this one here is stark contrast to a Lamborghini being made, because you can imagine the different prices. If you've only got to look at the Tata Nano. If I can necessarily get one. Where is it? Oh no, that's Jaguar. That's not it. But here it is. So this car certainly is not a Lamborghini. It's a Tata Nano, and it is a very, very small car, but it's mass produced. And that's the thing, is a Lamborghini's customized, a Tata Nano is mass produced. I think they say, don't quote me on it, I think they say 350 are produced in a day, whereas Lamborghini might produce one in a week. All right. And there will be other videos that we're going to watch, but I will go through a lot of the knowledge. But today, just simply all I want you to do is watch these 3 videos, and then we'll come back and we'll start learning about the characteristics of automated manufacturing systems. Cheers.